Hi guys, how are we going? This is me, Anderman800, doing a podcast here on Twitch. For now, it'll be up on YouTube and whatever service, podcast service I find. But yes, hopefully you guys will enjoy this podcast. This is my first ever podcast, so it won't be the best podcast, but it will be still good. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this podcast today. This is new. I've never done podcasts. I only doing this podcast because I like to listen to other podcasts and all that. Yeah, I love listening to podcasts. Like at work, I listen to podcasts all the time. Yeah, so we'll get to what podcasts in this show. We're talking about sport, talking about what podcasts I like to listen to, what's coming up, big events is coming up for me, talk about my job, what I do, talk about upcoming games and things like that I'm getting and interested in, talking about the Amy Shark concert that I'm going to, talking about YouTube and Twitch, what I want to do further in the channel, talking about Twitch streamers that I like to watch, what I'm listening to at the moment, and Pokemon Go stuff. So here we go. Let's start this off. This podcast is basically about, just talking about anything that's on my mind, anything that I want to talk about and tell you guys. So yeah, that's what I would like to do in this podcast. It's not really about, what sport and things like that, like, I guess, like, let's say baseball, for instance. I like to listen to the baseball at work. I go for the Cubs. This is the first season this year. This season 2018/2019, or I think it just goes through 2018, I believe. So it starts at March and I think it ends in October. And so the Cubs have a spot in the playoffs. So yeah, that's going to be good for them. They've been playing very well. They beat the Brewers just yesterday. That would have been Thursday for them in America and Friday for us here in Australia. So yes, I am an Aussie boy. I live here in Canberra, doing this podcast here in Canberra. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this podcast. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Anderman800. On YouTube and Twitch here right now, twitch.tv/Anderman800. Don't forget to subscribe there. So what have I been doing this week? Well, basically just been really busy at work, crazy at work at the moment, washing cars. I work at Slaver Mazda washing cars. Yes, I wash cars at a car dealership here in Canberra. Yes, it is pretty good. Don't forget to bring your car to Mazda. We always need more and more people to come to Mazda, as it is a very loyal, business. So yeah, hopefully guys will enjoy this stream and this podcast. As always, don't forget to subscribe and to like and to even go over to my Twitch channel and listen to it live. You can't watch it because it's not really there. It's just me talking about anything. So yeah, this weekend we're going to Amy Shark. Me and Jess are going to Amy Shark in a few hours. It is the 1st of September at 6:37. So yeah, that's late at night at around 7:30. So we're just going to do a few things, check in at the hotel at Meriton, go have dinner, go to the spa that they have there. At not like a day spa, more like a bubbly spa kind of, spa. What else do we do there? All sorts of stuff like that. So yeah. So NRL, my NRL, I love the NRL. The Dragons, I go for the Dragons. Yes, they lost against the Bulldogs last week, 38-0. They had a few of their players out. Jason Nightingale got an elbow injury on that day. There's a few other players that have been injuries. Gareth the captain of the team. He has a shoulder injury and he's out for a while. He may be back in the finals for the NRL. We do have a spot. I think we're coming 7th at the moment, or 6th. So we're not in the top 4, but we are in the top 8, which we do have a spot. We are versing tonight the Newcastle Knights up at Newcastle. I'll be in Sydney, so hopefully I get to see that before we go to Amy Shark. But if not, that's fine. I'll just see the score, see if we won, and maybe watch the highlights afterwards, or maybe even re-watch the game on Foxtel. I'm sure they will play it over the week if I get time to watch it. Yeah, so hopefully they win and all that. AFL, I don't really watch AFL very much, but Jess's family is big on AFL because of very big on that. I won't go into detail about that because I don't want to go into detail about too much of my personal life, but depending on what you guys want, just put it down in the comments down below in this YouTube video, and tell me what you would like to hear from me in this podcast. So here goes. What else? NFL, I go for the Vikings, Minnesota Vikings. I listened to the 3 or 4 of them last year. Probably no, was it? This year was. That's right. Or last year, I can't remember when it was. It was a while ago. Whenever the season was towards the end. I listened to the playoffs and listened to the finishing of the Super Bowl. That was pretty cool on the radio. That was really good. But it's just so expensive to watch the NFL. It's like $227 or something like that for a whole year season. For all the games and everything like that. And even then, if you want to choose just your team, it's like $170, I think it was, or something like that. So that's pretty crazy. So why am I doing this podcast? I am doing this podcast because I enjoy listening to podcasts, and I thought, this would be cool. I'll do my own podcast, which is really cool. I like to do my own podcasts and things like that. This is my first ever podcast. I've never done this before. It's pretty nerve-wracking doing this, but I will get better over the time talking in front of a mic about anything to do with me, anything that's going around in my head, and things I want to tell you guys. So, podcast I like to listen to. Mainly, I like to listen to sports podcasts about American sport, like NFL, NHL, NBA, and what else is there? And the baseball, MLB, the Major League Baseball. The Major League Baseball is on at the moment. The season is coming to a close soon. It's coming up a few more weeks, and then the playoffs start, and then we'll see who the champions are. Hopefully the Cubs get to the finals and the finals of the playoffs and win the playoffs. So so as I was saying, I listen to sports one mainly. Stephen A. Smith is a big one that I listen to. I like listening to him because he just sounds really, really loud, and he's just straight to the point, and he's very shuts people down on the phone and things like that. So that is pretty cool. The Dan Patrick Show, I like that one because it's a little bit of a different one. They talk about sport as well, upcoming sports and things like that. It's a bit like the Footy Show in a way. They're not full on sport. They talk about other things as well. It is sport, but they talk about their lives and what's going on and stuff like that. So The Morning Bagger is a NHL ice hockey podcast. I think it is what I have heard. I haven't listened to too many. It's kind of a new one that I'm listening to, which is quite cool. That one is a bit of a raw kind of podcast where, he was on the plane the other day doing a podcast on the plane in business class, going to do some NHL stuff or ice hockey stuff. He's not that high. He's not in the pro leagues like he is, but he's not that high. So he's not I think he's in the minor leagues. This guy, I can't remember his name. I don't remember his name. Should. I listen to Locked On NBA, Locked On Cubs, and Locked On the Nuggets, Denver Nuggets. Yes, I go for the Denver Nuggets in the NBA. That is good. Got lots of new players coming to the NBA for the Denver Nuggets. I'm keen to watch that. I'm keen to see LeBron James play. Yeah, it's just going to be so good to see LeBron James play for the Lakers for the first time. When he announced that he was going there on a deal, it was really cool. I think he's there for a few seasons, so yeah, it'll be cool to see him in there, because when he was in Cleveland, he was really good. He was like the main man for that team, so yeah, they've got a good team, Lakers. Last year they didn't go too well. They didn't make the playoffs. They were, I think, 2 spots away from getting to the playoffs, but they didn't make it, so that's a bit unfortunate. But I'm sure when LeBron James is there, they'll help him out a lot and probably get to the playoffs and maybe even get to the finals. Who knows? But hopefully the Denver Nuggets get there. Got a few players lined up, as I said, so yeah, it's going to be good for them. What else is going on? So Locked On Monster Cat, which is a music podcast. I like to listen to that. There's a few of them, like there's Mix Max Radio, which is Laidback Luke's podcast, and that is really, really good. I like that. What else is there? There is The Club Life, which is Tiesto's one. Then there is Stevie Aoki's House, which is Stevie Aoki. So yeah. So what's coming up with me? Well, today I am leaving today to go see Amy Shark and see her perform in Sydney in Newtown. I've been to Newtown once or twice before with some friends, and it was really, really fun. We went to, where did we go? We went to a pub, had a few drinks there, then we went on and went down to it wasn't really a club, it was more like a pub, like an old style pub, because it's Newtown's quite old. Like that, it's probably the safest part of Sydney to go out clubbing and things like that. You wouldn't want to go to, where is it? You wouldn't want to go to the Cross. It is pretty bad nowadays. Yep. So yeah, when we went there and I played pool, and I just was really good. Like, it was a massive table, like it was a proper pool table, not like the small little ones you would get. I think they only put the small ones in there so that they can fit more in there and slug people for more money, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Yes. I'm just talking from my ass today because I don't actually know anything, really. Well, I do, but I don't know very well. Anyway, so yeah, going to the snow. I didn't go last year. Last year going to the snow was the time I didn't go. So yeah, my dad's working in the snow at the moment at Charlotte's Pass, at a lodge there. He's been there for 3 months, I think it is now, or 4 months. I can't remember how long he was there for, but he comes back in mid-October, and then he comes back straight back into summer and works at a club down at the coast where I am from, in Ulladulla. He works there, and he's going to do summer full-time there, so yeah, he's going to be busy working. But yeah, he's trapped at the snow. Not trapped, like he can come back to everyone on the other side. It's just the snow. You can only get a skidoo to Charlotte's Pass and back, so that'll be cool. I've been to the snow. Didn't go last year, as I said. I've been since I was 7. My dad took me there and said, "Here, have a go at skiing," because we all went as a family. Yeah, that was the last time my mum came to the snow, and probably the last time we all were together at the snow. My brother and sister probably were there and things like that. My sister snowboards. She hasn't been to the snow for a long time, because last time she did, she not broke her back, but she damaged her back quite badly, that she couldn't really move too well, which was unfortunate for her, which, yes, I wish she could come, but she lives in Queensland in a warm place now, with her partner up there, and she's a geologist, so she works up there and does all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and she's loving life and going traveling and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would love to go traveling too. There's lots of places I would love to go traveling, like Canada, London or UK, Japan. Go back to Vietnam again, because I went to Vietnam when I was in year 11, which was 2015, I think it was, or 2016. No, 2015, because I finished school in 2016. So yeah, it's been a whole year since I haven't been at school, or almost 2 years now. So yeah. Anyway, guys, so yeah, I've been to snow, and I went there when I was 7, so I've been there for quite a while. I'm actually really good at skiing. I go down the black runs, but not the double black runs, because, like, they're good, but it's just really clunky snow, and it's not fun. Like, you're like, ugh, you know. Snowboarding's probably good, but yeah. Big holiday away is coming up. I'm not sure where we're going to go. I want to go to see the Australian Open this year coming. This season that it's on. That'll be really good if I could see that. Probably go down, like around like Australia Day, and maybe see the finals. That'll be pretty cool to see that. Yeah, I went in 2015, I think it was, or 2016. No, yeah, 2016 and 2016, 2017. I went, and it was really fun. I went down with some friends. They were going down, and I tagged along, so that was pretty fun. Christmas is coming up. I'm probably just going to wing Christmas this year. Last year's Christmas was pretty crazy. Went up to my mum's family there after being with Jess's family and all that. And that was pretty fun, seeing Jess's family for Christmas. That was really good. And then I saw my dad's family on Christmas Eve, as we always do a Christmas Eve brunch at my grandparents' place there. I call them Oma and Opa because my dad is German, and they have, like, yeah. So that's what you call them in Germany. Christmas is there. Jess's birthday's coming up, so I'm going to do something for that. Big old thing for that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I will get there. It's a few months away. Going to see 360. Here in Canberra. Yes, he's going to be good. It's going to be good fun, and it's going to be a late one, but it is okay to have a late one, because I went to see Laidback Luke, which was, it was amazing. He is my DJ idol. Yep, he's my DJ idol. Yeah, he's just great. I love Laidback Luke. Went to see him in Sydney at, where was it? Sydney at Ministry of Sound. He was there. He came on at 1 a.m. in the morning. So we got out of there about 3. There was no train, so we had to get an Uber back to the hotel, Meriton. So yeah, it was pretty cool, and it was really good fun. What else to talk about? My job. I am a car washer. I wash cars, Mazdas mainly. That's good fun. I've been doing it for a year and 4 months. So yeah, I've been there for quite a while. It's good fun being there and all that. So hopefully, you know, I stick there for a while. It is hard work. It's like about 60, 70, 80, 90 cars that we wash, because we've got a full team now of mechanics. 2 new ones came in just recently, and yeah, it's good fun to see that there. But, you know, could be bad, it could be good, who knows. Alright, what else to talk about? Upcoming games. Let's talk about upcoming games that I am getting. Spider-Man's coming out. It is coming out the 7th, so it is only 6 days away. Jess is really keen for that. I'm not as keen, because, you know, like, I'm keen, but I can't play it, because I just can't play it on the 7th of September, because I'll be away at the snow. So I'm away at the snow this September the 7th to the 10th of September. So yeah, that'll be good for Jess. But she's working, so she'll have to get it from the place that she pre-ordered it from, which she's really keen, because she'll get a steel book, and she'll get in-game content, which is, I think, Spider-Man's new clothes in the Homecoming movie. Who's keen for Venom? or Venom, I think it is called. Is it called Venom? The Spider-Man one? It looks really, really cool. It looks pretty scary. I don't know what they're going to rate it. They were saying, should it be PG or should it be R? I think it should be R. Look, it looks pretty bad. I don't think it should be R. I think it should be MA, to be honest. MA. Probably not M, but MA or R is probably where I'm going for that movie. I'm probably going to go see it at the movies, yes. Probably on Cheaper Tuesday. So yeah, it's like about $8 for a movie at the cinema that I go to here in Canberra. Yep. So yeah, upcoming games, Spider-Man, that's coming out. Then there's Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. I played Red Dead Redemption 1 3 times through, and it was like the best game, and I played it online a lot. And my brother and I is probably one of the only games we played a lot of. Like, we played a lot of games, like, in the past. Like, Star Wars Battlefront, the first one, we played a lot. Oh, that was so much fun. We played 2006 FIFA. That was really fun. There was once where we were playing it, and we were trying to see how many red cards we could get and see how many people on the field we could have. I think it was like 2 people on the field at one stage, and yeah, it was just fun, and getting own goals and things like that, mucking around on FIFA. We did play serious games as well. I used to play a lot of games with my brother. I don't really see my brother too much now because we've both got busy lives and things like that. And yeah, it's just when you become an adult, I guess, you know, you do still see people that you do, but it's just, I guess, I don't know how to say this. I guess you have more responsibility on your own self, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just talking from my ass. But yeah, I'm gonna end that like that. Anyway, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I'm keen for that. I played the last one on Wii U, Super Smash Bros. That was so much fun. I did a few live streams from my old place back at home, at my parents' place, or my dad's place really, because my mum and dad had split up. That was a long time ago when I was in year 3. I didn't know what was going on. My mum said, "Are you upset about it?" And I was like, "No, I don't even know. Excuse me. I don't even know what's going on." So yeah, I can't tell you much about that. Like, I was what? I think I was 8. So yeah, I couldn't remember too much about that. Sorry guys, I just paused for a bit because I'm drinking some coffee because it is early. It is 6:56 right now. Yeah. Pokemon Let's Go. Jess is really keen for Pokemon Let's Go. We are playing Pokemon Go a lot. We're really into Pokemon. Like, I didn't used to be into Pokemon that much. Like, I was into Pokemon, but now that when Jess got into Pokemon Go, we're like playing and watching Pokemon on episodes and things like that. And Pokemon Go, we're just playing it and going out all the time. And yeah, Pokemon Let's Go, I'm pretty keen for the ball, because it's like the Pokemon Plus, which the Pokemon Plus is where you can tap it when you don't have to be in the game or anything like that, and you can tap to catch Pokemon. Not always does it catch Pokemon, and it just uses normal balls, normal Pokeballs. It won't use like other Pokeballs, because it just uses normal Pokeballs, and if you run out, it'll come up flashing red twice, or no, white I think it is, to tell you that you don't have any Pokeballs. And it'll get Pokestops and the gym Pokestops as well, so that is cool. But yeah, the ball, it has Mew in there, I believe. Excuse me. Has Mew in there as well for Pokemon Let's Go. There's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. We've got Pikachu, so yeah, that's gonna be good fun. And you can play 2-player on there as well. That is pretty cool. So it's like the normal Pikachu Ruby, Sapphire, and Pikachu Moon and Sun. So yeah, it's like those, but it's on the Switch, and it's the same concept as Red and all that, but it is got Pokemon Go in there as well. So yeah, that's cool. what else am I looking forward to? Battlefield 5. That is so cool. Or Battlefield V. It just looks really amazing. That's so cool. I'm keen for that. They showed it off at the NVIDIA at Gamescom. NVIDIA showcase there, and they got the 2080, the GT. No, is it? RTX. Sorry, RTX 2080. That is coming out. It is going to be so cool. I'm going to get one of those. Probably not straight off the bat when it comes out. But yeah, I'm just super keen for that. What I want to do on YouTube and Twitch, I kind of want to do, more podcasts and things like that. More podcasts for you guys and lots more stuff. Just sitting here talking about whatever goes on with my life and what is new and things like that. So yeah, I'm keen for that. What else am I keen for? Just talking to you guys just talking really. Yeah, my phone's going off. It's just saying someone's gone live on there. What else? I want to do more gameplays on there on my more Anderman800 channel and on my Anderman800 channel, so that'll be cool to do that. What else is there to talk about? What are my favorite YouTubers and Twitch streamers? Well, I Am Spoon. I haven't watched him for a while. He's quite a good streamer. I like to watch him because he just not funny, but he's just like really like, oh, I can relate to you. So yeah, Gassy Mexican. I don't really watch him very often. One of my friends put me onto him a while back. I didn't even know anything about Gassy Mexican at all. Yeah, he's just really cool and funny and plays games, a variety of games. Tends to play a game for a very long time and then switches over and plays a different game. So yeah, that's pretty cool. What else? What music? Oh, and Ali A, my favorite, my YouTube idol. I love Ali A, Vicstar, and the Sidemen. I like Layback Luke because he is a DJ, my idol DJ, and he does vlogs and teaches you everything to do with DJing and just shows you his life, the life of a DJ and what they do. So yeah, music that I'm listening to at the moment. Well, I always listen to Layback Luke. I like his new one, Milkshake. That is a really good song. I like that. Don't forget to hit him up, Layback Luke, if you don't know him already. Yeah, he's just really cool. Then there's Hardwell. I'm listening to Hardwell's kind of music at the moment. Hardwell on air, things like that. I got playlists on Spotify. If you type in Alexander Mueller on Spotify, then you will get all my playlists to do with like all the music I listen to and everything like that, because I love my EDM. As always, I'm a DJ. I'm DJ Anderman. I try and be a DJ. I'm not a top DJ like the Layback Lukes and the Hardwells and Oliver Helders and things like that. I'm quite mediocre. Like, I'm really down the bottom. I'm scraping from the bottom to try and get to the top. But if I get there, I get there. If I don't, then it's cool. Really, it's really cool. Then there's Steve Aoki's house. I like to listen to his music. He has a bit of a variety of music. I like to listen to Club Life. Oh, Club Life's really cool when you want to rave, like really rave in the car. If you follow me on Instagram, Anderman800 on Instagram, you'll see all my stories, and sometimes I'm in the car raving away to some of that music. Timmy Trumpet's Freak Show. He's cool because he does like hardstyle, and if you really want to rave and get dancing, then yeah, his is really cool to listen to. And that's about really it for music. Pokemon Go, I kind of talked about that when I was talking about Pokemon Let's Go. Pokemon Go, Jess and I go out quite regularly. We have been. I don't play Pokemon Go as much as Jess does because I'm into it, but I'm not into it that much. I don't know, I just don't have the time, or I'm just really tired most of the time when I get home from work, when I cook dinner and go to the gym. Yes, I go to the gym. Try and go probably 4 times a week, 5 times a week. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I've been pretty slack this week. On Monday I only went, so I'm trying to train myself up a little bit and stay fit so I can go to to this when I go to the snow, that my knees don't hurt, because when I go to the snow, last time I went to the snow, my knees really cured at the end, so I'm trying to build up my knees. But with Pokemon Go, what things I want to catch? Like, there's so much out there that I want to catch. I'm trying to get Butterfree, because on Pokemon, the episodes, one of them was Butterfree finds a mate that they can go have babies with and things like that, which was cool. And it was a sad little moment in there, and I was like, oh, do I have Butterfree in my Pokedex or in my Poke bag? Oh no, I don't. Oh, I better get it. So yeah, there's not much Weedle or Caterpies around at the moment. There was for a long time, but it just never happened. So yeah. What else? There's a few that I want to evolve, like Charmander. I've got Squirtle. Squirtle Day was pretty cool. Eevee Day just went past. There is Chikorito, I think it is. That is coming next. That'll be cool and fun. I got yesterday the gotta catch 'em all Pokemon, so it comes up and tells you all the Pokemon, what they evolve to, and everything like that. So that'll be cool, so I don't keep on asking Jess going, what's this, because I'm really, like, I do listen, but it just loses out of my mind. But anyway, and yeah. So that's it for the podcast so far. I just like to talk a little bit about what's going on and everything like that. I know it's probably a bit of a choppy kind of podcast going but I will get there and just talk fluently. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this first podcast episode. Probably just going to call it Podcasts with me, Anderman800. Probably call it that, I don't know. Maybe you want to give me some names to call this podcast. Who knows, but I'm just going to call it Podcasts with me, Anderman800. Yes, me, Anderman800. Now, if you want to know where I got Anderman800 from, Anderman, my dad used to call me Anderman, little man. So yeah, my name is Alexander, then shorten it, nickname Ander, and then they put man on there, Anderman, little man. So yeah, that's what my dad used to call me when I was smaller. He still calls me that now, which is pretty cool. But yes. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this podcast. Thanks for coming here and watching the podcast. I will see you guys next time for another podcast. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. Don't forget to comment down below and tell me what you are getting up to this week coming. Thanks, guys. See you guys next time.